Abba, Xaso, Nobanda. Okay, and all of you guys, yeah, good day. Good to see you again, guys. I'm really fearful that some of you may think that the 24th is still very far, but I don't think so. I think 24th is just around the corner. One of these days you'll wake up and they'll say, "Oh, you're writing a Greek paper too tomorrow." So my advice is that from each of the remaining days, just if you can just still 2 to 3 hours per day. I know that you're still busy with other subjects, but yes, the majority of the hours you spend for the other subject, but just 2 to 3 hours for Greek sciences, just steal them and do some work on agric so that when the date for agric science approaches you would have covered quite a lot. You don't start from the beginning, but I'm happy, guys, that we're starting from section B. We're doing section B, and section B question 2 is agric management and marketing, né? It stays like that, and then that's why you see that question 2.1 exactly immediately functions of marketing, and we know those functions: we have transport, packaging, we have processing, and we have storage. Ne? You remember, ne? Those are the 4 functions of marketing. All right, these are the main functions of marketing. Okay, guys, let's link the functions with the pictures that we see. Definitely transport, you see the truck there. Packaging, once you see the boxes, containers, definitely is packaging. Processing, you see that there's bottling, products are being bottled. And storage, you see the warehouse is also a storage place, and also you can see there it's written cold storage. It means there's a refrigerator there. Okay, guys, let's look at the questions. Identify each of the functions of marketing in the picture above. Write down the letter A to D next to the question number A to D. Products packed in containers and stored in a warehouse. That's definitely C. Ne? Products preserved to give them long shelf life. That's processing. That is number D. And also cold storage. If there's a refrigerator, you put your products in the refrigerator, and then that's also B is correct. Products altered or changed from their raw form into a form that's easier to use. That's processing or value adding. That is D. Products distributed to the market. So definitely that's transport. That is A. All right. Easy. Name 3 advantages of processing. That one should be easy. That there's the first one. Give them long shelf life, and also prevents spoilage or perishability. You know all those, ne? And also prevents waste that will be done by excess of or oversupply. So there will be no oversupply because all the extra products you will just process them, as well as product will be available throughout the year. That's the beauty of processing. The product is available from January to December because you can process it. Um, Another one, it provides job opportunities, of course. And another one, it helps for easy transport. It's easy to transport products that have been handled. And also there's another easy packaging. Ne? It's easy to package products that have been processed. So there's a lot, guys, ne? But they only want how many? 3. Okay. All right, we're done there. Let's move to question 2.2. Match the marketing channels below with one term in the list below. All right, let's do this one. We can see that you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels of free marketing. These are channels of free marketing. Let's look at the question. A farmer sells cabbage directly from the farm. Okay, let's clear this up. A farmer sells cabbage directly from the farm. So if it's directly from the farm or just nearby the farm, we call it farm gate marketing. Goats, sheep, cattle are sold at an auction to the highest bidder. Easy. Stock sales or stock auction. An agreement by a farmer to sell directly to wholesalers. Once a farmer has an agreement with the bosses in a wholesale, they will sign a contract. So we call it a contract market. Mangoes and apples are graded and weighed. Everything is purchased and delivered to market immediately. Oh, immediately it means was that still fresh, so fresh produce market. Goods are advertised and sold electronically. That's internet marketing. Guys, that was easy. All right, let's move on to question 2.3. 2.3. Okay, we see here there's a graph. Even before we look at the questions, we see that if we know that this graph here, we call it, it's at A. Okay, let me not cover up this A, the graph that is A, we know it is a demand because it is inversely related to price, or it is a reverse of price. If the price goes up, the demand goes down. So you can see price up, demand down. Price down, demand is high. You can see that, ne? So it's inversely related. But supply yona, when the price is up, the supply is also increases. So a supply is directly related to price, or has a direct relationship with price. It's not inversely related. Okay, but we know that so we say this one is supply and this one is demand. Where demand and supply meet, at the point where they meet, it means they are equal, ne? And we call this equilibrium price or market price. So this would be the price P, ne? Let's say this price is 20 rand. But the problem now is that if you decide to increase, if the market price can increase, if the price can increase to 30 rand, the problem will be that when the price increases, demand is low. So let's say, for instance, this was 100, and then 200, 300, 400. I'm just making an example. This is quantity, this side, of products bought. So what happens at the price of 30 rand, only 100 of these will be bought. But when you drag this to supply, to this one, supply, you see that there will be about 400 of the same product that will be produced, because supply is the quantity of products produced, of offered for sale. So there's 400 products in a market and people are only buying 100. So what is the problem? We see that there will be a problem of surplus or over supply. We have not even looked at the questions. But if you drop the price, let's say to 10 rand, what is going to happen? The producers are going to be disappointed and say, how can we make profit if you drop the price to 10 rand? So what happens? This is the produce. This supply is for producers, ne? So look at the price of 10 rand. The producers now, it's only their 10. They will just produce 100. And what happens to demand? At the price of 10 rand, we drag this to the demand curve. At the price of 10 rand, people will be ready to buy 400. You know, demand is a quantity of a product that consumers will be willing to buy. So you see, they will want 400, and those who produce will only bring 100. So you will have a problem even here of what? Shortage or deficit. So that's why we have this market price. So to avoid these two problems, the problem of surplus and the problem of shortage, ne? Okay, guys, let's look at the question. Identify curves A and B. Curve A, we said it's demand, ne? Curve B, we said it's supply curve. All right. Name three factors that affect curve A. Curve A is demand. Oh, factors that affect demand. Factors that affect what? Demand. Okay. Guys, Mnandi, if you can think of this word, it's a oprinda. Oprinda. You see? Oprinda. It's easy to remember oprinda, ne? So you can just know, if you write oprinda, you know that U is for use or usefulness of a product, or its tastes of consumers, or preferences, ne? Preferences. But U for use, these are just synonyms for use of product or taste of preferences of consumers. P for price. The higher the price, the lower the demand. The lower the price, the higher the demand. C for range of products. Range of products available. Range of products available in a market. So that is substitutes or complements. Ne? Okay. I for income. Income or buying power. Income of consumers or buying power. So when you get more money, it means your buying power increases. Ne? So the higher the income, the higher the demand. Ne? So if the income increases, if this is our demand curve, let me write it here. If this is our demand curve, if it is here, it's demand 1. When the income increases, everyone gets a salary increase. It's so nice. The demand will suddenly shift to the right. Then you get demand 2. But if people lose their jobs and there's retrenchment, there's COVID, and people, then the demand for products decreases. Then you get another demand here. It's some D3. So it means it shifts to the left because of the drop in income. So income has an effect on demand. Even the number of consumers. When there's more people arriving in that area, then it means the demand will shift to D2. But if people are being killed and there's this and that, and people run away, then nobody will buy. Then the demand will shift to the left. You see that? Okay. T4 time or season. You know, okay, guys, this one, that during the certain seasons, like festive season, the demand will increase, ne? Okay, and then A for advertisement or advertising. When you advertise your products, promote them, definitely the demand will increase. All right. Okay, so but they only want 3, ne? But we know that if we write oprinda, we know that U for use, P for price, R for range of products, income in consumers, number of consumers, time or season, and advertising. Ne? For if they were to ask us, okay, let me just talk about this one. I know they have not asked about supply. Factors that affect what? Supply. Factors that affect supply. For this one, I have, there's, what is that? Plus. Easy, ne? It's plus. Then for those who want for level 7, then you can say plus split. Is it plus split? Plus split. Plus split. You see? So P for price. L for, sorry, it's plus. L for legislation or laws in the country, legislation. U for use, like in demand there. So use is common. And S is for season, like here in demand, time or season, or seasonality of agric products. You see that some agric products are available season. Oranges, you get a lot of oranges towards the winter period. So agric products. So you see, others can just learn the plus. But if you want to know more, you can continue the bleed. P for period or length of the period ne, of production, long-term production of agri products. And this one, labor costs, and I for input costs, and then T for technology. You see, it's easy. You see, you've learned about eight of them. Okay? Plus, split, it's easy. Plus, split, plus, split. So if you just want to know the first four, these are for supply. And these are printer is for factors that influence demand. Okay, guys, before we forget, let's look at the question. We've answered this one. Define the term represented by E. E is equilibrium price. Ne? So we know that equilibrium price, it is a point where demand and supply intersect, or where quantity demanded is exactly equal to the quantity supplied. That is where they intersect, where they meet, where the two lines meet. That is where they are equal. Ne? All right. 2.3.4. Explain the relationship between price and quantity demanded. Okay, easy this one, guys. Always you start with the price. I like the examiner because he said between price and quantity demanded. Sometimes he would even say and supply. Ne? It's not a problem as long as you start with price. That when the price goes up, P for price, when the price goes up, we said the demand is inversely or reverse related. Ne? So demand will go down. So when the price increases, demand decreases. But we said supply has a direct relationship. So supply is always the same as the price, always in the direction of the price. So the supply, you can see when the price goes up, demand goes down, but the supply also goes up. So it's the same as when the price decreases, the demand, what happens? Can you guess? The demand will increase. What happens to the supply when the price goes down? Supply also follows the price. Okay? All right, guys, we'll look at 2.4 next.